We'd like to thank the staff and volunteers of the USS Hornet Sea, Air, and Space Museum for allowing us to film on this historic ship. Welcome to A Veteran's Voice. In this segment, we discuss a veteran's background with their military service, as well as their activities after leaving the service. We're filming today on the USS Hornet, an aircraft carrier located in San Francisco Bay. Our guest is Allan Cartwright, a Navy flyer. Welcome, Allan.
It's a privilege.
Can you tell us a little bit about your flying experience in the Navy?
Yes. I got my wings in June of 1965, and I was assigned to an attack squadron based in Lemoore, California. I was to fly the A-4 Skyhawk, which is a light attack airplane, strictly air to ground. We dropped bombs and shot rockets. We deployed on the USS Ticonderoga in October of 1968, and our destination was off the coast of Vietnam. While flying 2 cruises over Vietnam, I made over 200 combat missions and made over 300 carrier landings. 70 of those are at night, which is really quite exciting. Flying in the Navy is quite exciting in combat. You have to avoid being shot at by missiles and anti-aircraft.
Well, 300 landings, that's a pretty impressive number.
Thank you.
We're very fortunate to have a short video clip of Allan's 200th mission, flown from the deck of the USS Ticonderoga. What did you do in civilian life after leaving the Navy?
I left the Navy in September of 1968 and hired on with Western Airlines in March of 1969. If you remember, Western Airlines is the only way to fly. Well, at Western, I flew numerous airplanes in different positions. I started out as a second officer or engineer and went up to co-pilot. In 1978, Delta Airlines bought Western. And at Delta, I moved up into the captain position and ended up flying 75, 767 captain for Delta Airlines.
A pretty impressive civilian career as well. What do you do for hobbies or other things to keep you active?
In high school and in college, I was a pretty good swimmer. In high school, I was All-American both my junior and senior year in different events. And at college, I was All-American in 200 butterfly at Ohio State University. So once I got out of the military, I decided to go into a program which is called Master Swimming. Master Swimming is for older people to continue competing. You compete against people in your own age group with 5-year breaks. During that period, I got to be pretty darn good and set a few national records. In fact, I'm still competing, and shortly I will turn 80 and looking to move into a new age group.
Well, congratulations on that. It sounds like a pretty impressive activity for a Navy flyer. First in the air, first in the water.
Yes, thank you.
Alan, when did you start giving tours on the Hornet?
I've been a volunteer on the Hornet for approximately 10 years, and it's very enjoyable. As a naval aviator coming aboard ship, you don't get to see much of the ship, and I learned a lot about aircraft carriers. But the most fun part is people. I enjoy people, and I enjoy giving tours.
How often do you give tours?
I work on Saturdays, and we give tours approximately every hour. And they take approximately an hour, so you keep yourself busy. And as I said, I really enjoy talking with the people.
Well, that's great, and I'm sure they get a lot out of it as well. What's the most unusual question that someone has asked you?
Most unusual questions I get is, I guess this is a very big piece of equipment and people don't quite understand how it's oriented. And they'll ask me, which way do you take off? They don't seem to understand that you always take off from the back of the ship to the front of the ship. And that's that direction.
Okay, and into the wind, right?
Into the wind, yes. There's always 30 knots of wind coming over the flight deck for both landings and takeoffs.
Okay. What was the most interesting or unusual person that you've met while giving a tour?
I met a woman on one of my tours who, her father was on the USS Ticonderoga the same time I was. And he was also an A4 pilot, not in our squadron, but in our sister squadron. His name was Mike Astosian, and Mike was killed in combat, and during that mission, he was such a harrowing mission that he was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. It was an honor to meet her.
That must have been a very special day for you.
Yes, it was.
Alan, what advice would you have for other veterans about volunteer activities?
Well, I really enjoy the volunteering, and if there are any veterans out there who think they might want to do it, as you know, Steve, it's a great honor to do, and it's a privilege and fun. Please, any veterans out there who want to volunteer, please attempt that and have a good time at it. Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us today on A Veteran's Voice. It's been a real thrill meeting you.
It's been an honor and a privilege to do it. Thank you.